Hello guys, KpShamino here with a very complicated video for Russian Fishing 4. So it's still work in progress. I'm working a little bit with guys from my YouTube channel. They just put the info under my videos and then I make some some overall view about the mechanic in Russian Fishing 4. So it's still work that is going on, but that's what I see at the moment in the game. So I was thinking, I always think a lot about mechanics in games because games, they always got a mechanic because they are bits and bytes. So it's a program. And this is my conclusion until now. Maybe there are some factors that coming a little bit further into the game, but I did the same with Fishing Planet because now everybody thinks that it's easy. But those days we didn't know that. Why do we get a unique on that spot? Why do we get another fish on that spot? So it took 2 years until we had the spreadsheet. But in this game, it's a little bit a similar system, and I will explain it to you guys. So I put 8 things in this video so you guys can see it. So the first one is the spot. The spot is very important in this game. So you got a certain amount of spots for a certain fish. And they are not always active, so you need to know what active spot you got that week. I'm not sure when they reset it. I don't believe the fish is migrating. I think at some point they just say that spot is not active anymore. We are going to activate another spot. That's how it works. Most of the time, I think after a reset or what is the other thing? A reset or a restart. So that's very important. You need to know the spot. Then the bait is very important too. You got always a best bait of the week for trophies. That's how it works. You can see it on carp really well. So if you go to the forums, people are always posting, I got 6 trophies and this is the bait that I'm using. Everybody's using that bait. To give you guys an example, trophy barbel was a long time cheese. Everybody was jumping on cheese and we got like 1,000,000 trophy barbels. That's how the game works. Don't ask me why they changed the diet because that's the first time that I see that with fish, but that's the only thing that I can say to you guys. Then the next one is very important too. One of the most important is time of the day. I'm not saying that you cannot get trophies outside the time zone. I cannot say it's true, it's bad. I don't know that because it's way too hard for me to figure out. But I know that a time of the day is very important. And with the time I really mean from 4 to 5 a.m. That's the time zone. That's very important. So you need to know that. So if you got a trophy, write right away the time that you're in, because that's the next time you are going to get a trophy in that time zone too. Then the temperature in that time. What do I mean with it? To give you guys an example, if you got a trophy time zone from 4 to 6 and it need to be 8 Celsius to 11 Celsius, that's what I mean. So the temperature in that time zone has to be right. But that's very problematic in this game, and I will say to you guys if we go to point number 7, why it's so hard to get a trophy in this game. So then the next one is the weather. The weather is very important too in the time zone. So if it need to be cloudy and it's not cloudy in the time zone, you're not going to get a trophy. That's how it works. So that's very important too. And then the next one is the hooks. But the hooks, in my opinion, don't matter a lot. I think it only matters when you go really small because you're going to target a lot of small fish. You can see it in the gudgeons. Very good in winding rivulet. If you go with the 24, you get gudgeons and all that stuff. If you go to a 15, you get roaches and all other fish too. So it doesn't matter that much, I think, hooks in the game. So you go very big, you go very small, or you go in between. That's it. I don't think there is a lot of difference between an 8 hook and a 1 hook in catching fish in this game. Maybe in the future they make it a little bit more specific, but that's why you see so many different setups in this game, because I think it influences a little bit if you go small and very big, but that's all. Then the next one, and that's very important, wind, is not going to give you, how can you say it, direct more trophies. But wind in this game works a little bit like a heater and a cooler. So therefore it's so difficult. So if we go now back, so you can see that you got in a day 0.8 meters per second north wind. That's going to work like a cooler. That means that in the morning it's going to be cooler. If it is the other way, it's like west wind, it's going to warm a lot faster. But if you go back to point 4, the temperature in that time need to be exact. Therefore, it's so difficult to get trophies because I can have today a 15 Celsius day at the highest temperature in the day. But if I got north wind and I need to have like 8 Celsius in the morning, it's going to be a lot colder. It's going to be 5 Celsius. So therefore, it's so hard to target the trophy. It's almost impossible to target the trophy because you got 15 Celsius, but the temperature in a certain time zone is not going to be the same than another 15 Celsius day. And therefore, it's so difficult. I already saw it a couple of times. I went for the 10. I was thinking, okay, 15, and in the morning it was 5 or it was 10 Celsius. And that's too hot or too cold for the 10. So it doesn't matter. I don't think that the fish is. I know in real life that the food is going where the wind is blowing for one day because they always forget to say that water always need to come back too. So for one day all the fish is sitting there, but then the water comes back and the food is gone. Even if you got the wind always at the same position. But here it works like a heater or a cooler. And then number 8 is RNG. That's very important. So it's a very difficult system. And why are we catching? Another thing that I want to say to you guys is why is it so hard to get a trophy? Because the day is very short. So in Fishing Planet, 1 hour is 50 minutes in real life. In this game, one day is 1 hour in real life. So sometimes you only got 6 minutes in an entire day that you got a chance to get a trophy. And therefore it's very hard. So with all those factors that I just say to you guys, it's almost impossible to target the trophies because you need to sit on the lake himself. You cannot say on another lake, yeah, now I'm going to switch to that lake because on that time frame I'm going to have that Celsius, I'm going to have that weather because the weather is changing too. You can't start cloudy, then it's sunny, then it's partly cloudy. So therefore, it's so hard to target the trophies. But if you're on a lake and you see, oh, I got that Celsius, okay, now it's time to target that trophy. But in the future, we are going to get that because I know now, a lot of people know now, okay, that's how the system works. So in the future, if I got a trophy, I write it down, and at some point, we are going to get the data. But then it's still very difficult to execute that data. So that was my first video. It's possible there are flaws in it because it's just from a lot of info that I made this guide. If something else changes, of course, I'm going to make another video, but that's how it is. You need to work a little bit to the best system, and yeah, that's how it is. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope it helps, guys, because a lot of people don't understand why they are not catching fish. And a lot of people just stay 10-15 days at the same lake, and sometimes you are not going to catch fish in this game. That's how it works. Sometimes you got 6-7 days after each other that the weather is not right in the time, that the temperature is not right in the time, and yeah, then you are not catching anything good that day. And so that's how it works. So thanks for watching, guys. Have fun, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.